Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. So today I have really bad news, like really bad news. I'm going to be doing a little bit different for my YouTube channel for like maybe about 6 weeks, maybe 8. On Sunday, right here in Wisconsin, we got a snowstorm, and Sunday, coming out of my mother-in-law's house, we were actually going to go to stores to buy a couple things for the house, and I put my 3-year-old in his car seat, and then it was my turn to get on my side of the truck because my husband was going to drive. I don't know if you guys ever noticed, okay, there's the sidewalk, and then there's, like, I don't know if you guys have trees where you guys live, but my mother-in-law has a tree. Well, like, the whole entire sidewalk is full with trees. And my right foot got stuck. Well, I wouldn't say stuck, but, my left leg was on the bottom of the sidewalk, and my right foot was on top of the tree roots, and I don't know how, but I slipped. And when I slipped, I fell on my butt, and the next thing, like, I heard it inside my brain, which was like the weirdest thing ever. I heard this really loud crack, and I yelled. I was like, babe, I was like, come get me. And I knew right away in the instant. I was so scared and looking at my legs because I was just like, oh my god, I just cracked my leg. I know it was my ankle. And instantly he came, and I was like, you have to take me to the ER. He's like, what? Why? I thought you just fell. I was like, no, look at my leg. And he looked at my right ankle, and heads up, you guys, it is gonna sound really disgusting. I was wearing boots, and my right leg was like twisted all the way to the right, and I couldn't feel any pain in that moment because there was snow, and like the snow was like covering my foot. I don't know how my husband got me up, but he got me up. I got in the car, and thank goodness that the hospital was like 6 blocks away from where my in-law lives. So we live really close to a hospital, which I was so thankful for. And we drove there. My husband got off, and he had a wheelchair, and I started crying. I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And he's like, why are you saying sorry? And I was like, 'cause I don't know, it was just like, I don't know, I guess I got a kind of little like emotional, like I didn't want to think about me having a broken ankle. And they attended me right away, and they were like, how are you? Okay, let's see. And they took me in right away in the room. While I was in the room, they were taking my vitals, checking my pressure, my temperature, all of that. And then the lady was like, I'm going to have to cut your boot and your jeans. And I was like, what? And I was like, in that instant, I didn't care about the boots or anything. My husband took off my left boot, and then the lady I just saw her grab some scissors and started like cutting off my boot. And when she took it off, like, the only thing that I imagined was, I hope that my bone didn't come out of my skin. I think that's what I was most scared of, and the only thing that I didn't want to look at. And I was just like, oh my god, like, please, So when I looked at my foot, the only thing I saw was just like my bone was popped out. I thought that was the only thing that I had, And then the doctor came in, they took some x-rays, and they saw the x-rays, and the x-ray showed that I had actually broken my fibula. And that's most common for any ankle or something that you break. So he said, we're gonna have to put you to sleep, and I'm gonna have to pop in back your bone and make sure that everything's okay. And I was like, well, I couldn't think about anything else. I wasn't in pain yet, and they tried to they did everything as fast as they could so that I could, you know, have it wrapped in a cast and everything, so that they can give me some pain medicine so that I wasn't in so much pain. I remember the nurse putting me in IV, and she's like, we're gonna give you some medicine and, you know, you're gonna go to sleep. So she said the doctor came in with the other 2 nurses that were gonna do my cast, and the doctor was like, I'm gonna need you to count from 40 down. And I remember I started counting, you know, and once I got to 28, I was like 26, and I was like, wait, I'm sorry, I was like 27. And the numbers just started confusing. The numbers started getting really confusing, and I don't even remember to what number I got, but I'm pretty sure I didn't even get to 22 because I was already gone. When I woke up, I saw the nurse, and like I didn't recognize her, and I looked at her kind of weird because I didn't remember that I was in the hospital. And then like I looked and I saw the lights, and then I saw the doctor, and I saw that, you know, everything was fine, and they're just like staring at me. And then when I looked at my leg, I was like, oh my god, I remembered that I had fell and I had broken it. And then the doctor was like, okay, you're already set. And I was like, so how long do I have to wear a cast for? You know, I just thought that it was just popped my ankle, and no, he actually showed me the x-rays, and I'm gonna try to get a picture of my x-rays when I go back to my doctor so that I can show you guys. But it's like the fibula is a really small bone that it's like the really skinny bone. The tibia is actually fatter bone near your ankle. So my fibula was actually broken in half, and then where my tibia is, there's like another little piece of bone on the bottom. That one actually cracked too, which it was really bad. The way the doctor fixed it afterwards, you know, took x-rays and everything looked back like it was back to normal. So I had to make an appointment the next day right away with another doctor to tell me if I needed to get surgery, if I needed to get in screws, plates, metals, or anything. And I did go on Monday, and he told me that I was gonna need surgery, which I wasn't expecting because I've never gotten surgery. And I was really nervous and I was really scared, and he said it's gonna be a 45-minute to about an hour surgery. You won't feel anything. Everything's gonna be fine, don't worry. And I was like, okay. So I got my surgery done yesterday, Tuesday, and I was really nervous. I've never gotten surgery before. It was like the first time in my life that I ever gotten surgery. I think I was even more nervous than when I was gonna have my own kid, because it's, you know, it's like they say, you always get things in a lifetime. So when I was in the day surgery, the nurse there came, and, you know, she's like, okay, I'm gonna be the one that's gonna put you to sleep, and are you nervous? And I was like, yes. And she was like, okay, I'm gonna give you something so you feel a little bit like, so that everything, you know, goes really slow motion, and then once we get into the room where we're gonna do the where we're gonna operate you, you won't remember anything. And the nurse came, and she put something through my IV, and once I was out of the room, like all the lights, I felt all the lights passing by really slow. I remember just that these 2 nurses opened the doors, and like I remember just like I was like sleeping like this, and I remember just getting up and like looking, and then I just saw the bed in the middle. I saw the really huge lights, and after that I just remembered telling me, do you want to scoot over? And I like scoot over to the other bed, and then I don't remember anything. The only thing I remember was one of the nurses putting on the breathing thing. I forgot what it's called. I think it's a thing where they actually put you down to sleep, or they give you the thing to go to sleep. And after that, I don't remember. They took me into the recovery room, and I remember the nurse saying, "Hon, are you okay? Are you waking up?" And I was just like, yeah, what? And I was totally gone. I'm still trying to remember as much as I can, but I can't. It's just really, the experience is just really different. The last thing, they just took me to my room, and I was there, and my dad was there, you know, my husband was there, my little kid was there. They were the only people there. Actually took longer than I expected to actually go back to my room. They said that maybe an hour, and my operation supposedly was gonna start at 11. It didn't start till like 11:30. I didn't get back to my room till like 2:30, so it took like a really long time. I remember, the only thing I remember was asking my husband, is that my dad? And he was like, yeah. And then I kind of remember the nurses showing me the x-rays of how I got a plate on. I actually got a plate and a screw on my right ankle. So, I remember seeing sort of that, and I was just like, I was really gone. And my dad was like, how are you feeling? And I was like, I'm feeling okay. And I kind of remember, which is really funny, my little kid, he was like, Mom, it's time to wake up. Mom, wake up. Wake up, Mom. Mom, wake up. But like, he sounded really mad because I wasn't waking up. But, you know, the anesthesia, it just took me over. And I was like, oh my God. But otherwise, I am really thankful that my surgery went okay. Now I just have to take really good care of my leg, and I think I'll be giving you guys updates on how that's going, things, you know, that I am going to be probably eating, you know, what's going to be probably in my day routine now that I have a cast on. Right now I only have to go within 2 weeks for my 2-week checkup to see. I think my doctor is going to take off my cast and actually going to be taking out my stitches or my staples, and, you know, trying to check how that's doing, making sure I don't have an infection. Then actually getting a cast. He said I might be getting a boot. Once I get a boot, he said I probably will be able to put pressure in it. You know, try to walk on it a little bit, because right now I can't. He told me no pressure, no weight on my right ankle. So yeah, that was my crazy Sunday weekend. It's, I don't know, it's really terrible, you know, breaking your ankle, and I just hope that it doesn't happen to any of you. And if it has happened, please remember to leave your comments below and tell me your experiences, things that you've ate, things, you know, that you've done, you know, to get better. Like, how did you shower? I'm gonna struggle with that right now, because what is my right ankle, so I can't get my leg wet. Now I have to elevate my leg. My leg has to be up and a whole bunch of pillows, and but it's really crazy. And if you guys like this video and you guys want me to keep commenting and, you know, keep blogging more about how my day is going with my leg and all of that, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will show you my ankle. It's in a cast, so you guys will be okay. So this is my leg right now, you guys. It's in a cast. My toes, sorry if you guys are grossed out by my toes, but this is an ice pack right now that I have on. It's helping me a little bit, but otherwise it's like, it's right there for now. So let's see how this goes, and I will keep you guys posted. Thanks, and have a good Christmas and a New Year's. And please, you guys, if it snows wherever you live, please, please, please be very careful. I would suggest you guys to wait for whoever's moving or driving the truck to move it, so you guys don't fall like I did, because it's a really bad pain. So thank you guys.